Hello guys, welcome back. This is game 3 of the finals. We're in the ace match. Just say something. Early on game 2 looked like they had just completely gotten outpicked with that early, well, not outpicked, Thanatos. With that Thanatos 5-0-0 initial game advantage, looked like the game and the series was over, and then Potatoes was walking away in a 2-0 sweep. But in a 35-minute game, just say something, closing it out, turning it around. Potato Boys trying to defend, making defense after defense after defense. Fire Giant delay after Fire Giant delay after Fire Giant delay. Teams did switch. I'm going to fix that really quickly. And there we go. But all said and done, guys, it was an awesome game 2. It was a pretty darn good game 1 as well. This one will decide who goes home 800 gems per player. Bands already sort of coming out on screen? Question mark? Oh, don't tell me OBS just crashed. Now, what is going on? I don't know what's going on, guys. Let's try this. And technical issues abound. Yay. Nevertheless, let's try this one more time. On her, Aokwang, Circuit, as well as Apollo getting banned out by both these teams. And where's the Circuit? Circuit. There we go. So the picks and bans overlay apparently just saying no. I'm not entirely sure why, to be perfectly honest. There we go. Took a little refresh. There we go, guys. Finally showing up on screen as picks get underway for Potato Boys and Mealsy instantly locking in that Sylvanas pick. Once again, gonna see the typical Gardens come out back on the other side. You may possibly have noticed some pretty highly contested gods making it through picks and bans in the form of perhaps a Thor or perhaps, what's that goddess's name? You know, Darkness. It makes people scared of the dark. And oh yes, Nox getting picked up over there as well. Back towards the other side. Rom picked up for their AD carry. That's going to round out their duo lane. Scylla picked up as well for Suntouch. Saw him play that a little earlier. It went quite well, all said and done. And as for their final pick, it looks like Just Say Something going to be locking in the Freya once again. It's going to be the 80 carry Hunter Roll Freya once again. As they did already pick up the Thor, unless they go for some really, really crazy, odd pick and stuff happens. Athena banned over on the side of Potato Boys, while Nemesis will be the final ban coming out of Just Say Something here. So, we'll see what these guys look to lock in. Ninja Dimmy locking in that Hercules. I'd say that'd be for him, except Solana's a soul lane going to be going over her way. One of these things I need to get used to. It's like one of the first times I recognize teams and recognize players. No, not Nemesis. No, Hercules. There you are. There we go. Getting the correct pick on screen is always a great thing. This could be... This could be good. It'll be exciting to watch. It'll be exciting to cast. I like seeing the Wheelix play. I like seeing the Wheelix pick. We saw Red Foo on a Wheelix earlier. Some people in chat mentioning that it's one of Red Foo's most played junglers at the moment. It could be quite scary. Osiris again bumps back and forth with Bakasura. I'm not actually going to touch it until someone is locked in. It is going to be the Bakasura, so I'm glad I didn't change it. Red Foo's and Wheelix will be locked in as well. This leaves one final pick for Just Say Something. It's the ace match, guys. What are they going to go with? They have some options available, but they need a mid laner for themselves. They picked up Ra a little. We saw Ra earlier on. Maybe well, Nox. We have Nox already. Soul laner. What am I talking about? It's gonna be the Soul lane Arachne again. Wait. Huh. Interesting. Arachne locked in. I was going to say Hercules over in the Soul lane for Solana. With that Arachne pickup, though, it's going to be for Solana over the Soul lane. It's going to be support Hercules, guys. They're going for the aggressive kill lane with that Freya. Not only can Hercules look potentially for an Earthbreaker Driving Strike combo, Hercules can look for an Earthbreaker Driving Strike combo on the back of a Freya banish. So I don't have to rely on Earthbreaker hitting. If someone's up in the air and banish, yes, Rom can potentially rolling assault straight on out of it. If Sylvanas takes a lot of poke early on, Sylvanas is not a very mobile god. If they can pull him back into the minion wave before level 5, that is probably going to be a very, very dead Sylvanas. So I'm very curious to see how this is going to play out, guys. We have an unconventional support coming out on the side of Just Say Something. While Potato Boy is going for a more overall balanced composition, although potentially lacking on magic damage. We'll see how this all plays out, though, guys. About a minute and a half. About 2.5 minutes left on the anti-ghosting timer. We're going to go ahead and let that tick on down. We'll be back as soon as it does. So, guys, stick around. Enjoy the music. We have an ace match. One of these teams is going home first place in the back of this one. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It is Game 3 of the finals. We're in the ace match. One of these teams is going to be going home 800 gems per player. The other team, only 400. It all comes down to who wins this particular game. They'll take the entire match series, and they'll go home in first place. That said, while we have a moment, let's go ahead and run through these team lineups. On the left side of your spectator UI, wearing the blue trunks, defending the Titan of Order, we do have me finally remembering to turn off the music. Yay, good stuff for that. Potato Boys, though, left side of spectator UI, wearing the blue trunks, defending the Titan of Order. We do have Emilzy playing the support, Sylvanas, Shaggy Shank as the AD carry Rom, Suntouch in the mid lane as Scylla, Snakeskin in the solo lane as Bakasura, and Redfu in the jungle as Awilix. On the other side of your spectator UI, we're in the red trunks, defending that Titan of Chaos. We do have Just Say Something. Pulling out the unusual dual lane, we have the support Hercules, being played by Arrow, Yemen as the AD carry Hunter Roll Freya, Wolfie in the mid lane as Nox, Solana as the solo lane Arachne, and finally Ninja Dimmy in the jungle as Thor. Bakasura trying to be sneaky, get a mana buff seal. He might be able to find it. He has the time. Eat Minions about to come out. He has that Hand of the Gods as well. Needs to do it right about now. There's the Eat Minion. He's going to sneak that one away. He was not actually able to pick it up, though. Nevertheless, will deny that mana from Solana. Mana early game for these soul laners is essentially your lifeline. You're not able to poke back, not able to use your abilities to answer, and the other soul laner does have it. You might find yourself in a good spot of trouble. Snakes can actually force back to tower. They're going to not have the minion push early on. Both Awilix and Boxer are both kind of single target gods. Ninja Dimmy already making a rotation out of that dual lane, looking potentially to get a damage buff for his mid laner, maybe look for an attack speed buff steal. But speaking of the attack speed buff steal, it's going to be quite difficult given that it's currently on Emilzy, giving him even more attack speed. Sylvanas with those AoE auto attacks, that wave clear early on could be quite substantial. Movement speed as well on the slowest god in the game essentially is definitely not going to hurt. Looking for Nature's Grass, not quite going to connect. Some grouping on the right hand side of the map though. Just Say Something looking to steal away some of the buffs from Just Say Something, looking for the damage buff at this point in time. First team fight of the game, first good looking team fight of the game. I'll do Asian casting for chat. We'll see how this goes. There's yellow ability names, should be interesting. I gotta push my microphone back real quick though. I'll blow out every headphone user's ears, and people won't be too happy about that. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, stuff. Nevertheless, we'll see how this all turns out. Left side, looking for the damage buff steal over here, and I flipped the camera away for the first blood. It looks... that was mid lane. Finals, guys. Game 3. It's been a long day. 5 hours plus now casting. I missed second kill of the game. Second kill of the day that I missed. Happened to be first blood in a 1-for-1 trade. You know what? Screw it. We'll cheat. We'll fast forward back to when this actually happened. I want to see this first blood. There he goes. Running around. Thor's moving very fast. Nox as well. Buff reset. Going over to this left lane. Here we go. The fight's about to come out. Did they just catch Nox in the back of this rotation? Is that what happened? Coming around the corner. There's a Sun Touch waiting. Oh, there's a second. There's a crush. Wolf to find the damage, though. Will come out. There we go. There's the back flip over. Feather Step. Not quite going to be enough. Or it was enough for the kill. Redford will be okay and will survive. Going to help his team with this damage buff steal. We now know what happened, so technically I did not actually miss this. This is the first time. We got it the second time, so I mean that counts for something, right? Nevertheless, guys, less getting around about all this stuff. It looks like Emilzy once again going for that Midas Boots rush, skipping the Watcher's Gift in its entirety. Next, first back to the base, I imagine he's just about at that point, about another 50 gold or so. He'll have enough for the Midas Boots in hand, and he'll get that 5 gold per 5 taken away, essentially 8 gold per second in his pocket, just for wearing a pair of boots. And given the fact that he, as a whole, technically has 4 feet, I mean, should he get 10 gold per 5? I don't know exactly. Maybe, maybe not. Sylvanas with 5 gold per, or 10 gold per 5 instead of 5 from Midas Boots. Might be a little silly. Right lane. Aggression coming out. Regurgitate popped here by Snakeskin. Diving the tower, though. Will he get away alive? No! Solana's going to answer straight on back. Mutually ensured destruction over in that solo lane in that particular engagement. Damage buff was just picked up by Suntouch over on the right-hand side of the jungle. No such luck for Wolfie. His was stolen away a little bit earlier on. So we'll see what these guys look to do, guys. We are in game 3 of the finals here. Winner of this match will go home with an extra 400 gems per person, 800 total per person. Mid-Harpies are going to be respawning here in just a few seconds. We'll see what they look to do as far as contention goes. Millsy's in position, going to look for the Nature's Grasp through the wall, not quite going to find it. Arrow rotating over, looking to contest the left side, right side. Looks like Ninja Demi Wolfie looking to pick that one up. They don't want to start this out too early. Driving strike into the wall. Hand of the Gods comes out, though. Millsy will clean that one up. Right side already picked up by Just Say Something. Going to be a 1-for-1 trade on those. Sentinel overall just to confirm that particular kill. And here we go. Earthbreaker will connect with the driving strike. Red Food might be in spot trouble. Wrath come out trying to save his life as we go into slow motion here because I forgot to toggle off once again. Really wish that would actually stick properly. Arrow gets the kill into Red Food at the end of the day. So going to be a 1-for-0 going their particular way. The Earthbreaker driving strike combo for Hercules can set up absolutely devastating plays overall. And on the other hand too, on the back of a Wrath of Terra by Emilzy, Red Fu can look to Gravity Surge someone back into their team lineup, similar to an Earthbreaker. I believe it has a little bit more range though, and it's kind of an auto-targeting ability. You look in their gem direction and you just kind of pull them back. You don't have to actually land a little tiny area of effect directly on top of them to actually launch them back towards you. It's a little bit easier to make that pull to Gravity Surge. That said, it is an ultimate, so yeah, there's that. Snakeskin right lane taking a lot of poke from the Arachne. We saw earlier going up against the Hercules, the Arachne being quite effective against that. And Hercules has mitigate wounds to just heal him up constantly. Yes, technically speaking, Snakeskin has that eat minion, which will heal him up a little bit. But compared to mitigate wounds, I gotta give the healing potential to the mitigate wounds rather than the minion. So Solana might have the advantage there. Ooh, the Tectonic Rift will miss. Double tap. Not gonna find a Berserker Barrage as well. Not really gonna be in range for a good bit of damage from that. Snakeskin gonna be forced back to base, but otherwise, not gonna be dying this particular time around. Mana buff gonna be picked up here in just a second for Potato Boys. Millsy kind of taking a long way around because why not? Still waiting for this first fight to break out, guys. Real fight, not a little pull and pick. We're gonna Asian cast this. Just yell ability names for 5 minutes straight. See how this goes. I gotta like throw my microphone back, watch the volume bar, right side. Solana forced up into that Nightcrawler. Regurgitate was used as well. Thor is nearby. Still no way the buff camp though. If Snakeskin gets in range, he's just gonna go nom nom that minion. It will have reset before he can actually grab that one up. He's gonna have to fight it down again. But, you know, just like something not really in a position to contest this particular one. Flipping over back to this mid lane, Sun Touch going up against Wolfie. So far, it's a pretty even matchup overall. Scylla, level 7, 8, 9 is about where she's able to wave clear, unless she uses her abilities aggressive. There's the Surge coming out on the back of the Moonlight Charge, looking for the damage. Red Food getting low as well, though. Red Food picks up the kill, will survive that particular engagement. Back on the solo lane, Thor's up and Anvil Dawn, going to look for a kill in the mid lane, not going to find a hit on it. Red Fu was kind of not in that particular position. I actually do like, I noticed this one in the previous game. It's like, oh, there's a tree there, how nice to have a little party. Emilzy, at some point, rotating over, dropping down that rodent growth, giving Scylla just a little bit of extra mana regeneration over the course of the game. It's an extra few mana per 5. It definitely helps out. Emilzy left side, though, speaking of him, is in trouble. Valkyrie's Discretion is out, trying to stay alive. Rodent growth will find both. Ninja Demi's on his way as well. Double tap, could potentially find this kill. He's trying to juke, trying to buy time, but Arrow gets the kill at the end of the day. Was not quite able to escape. Reinforce was a little too far out, but this could be double mid-Harpies. Going the way of Potato Boys, they could look for the right side as well. But Wolfie and Ninja Demi are nearby to look to contest this one if they go for it. They could look for a kill instead. Nightfall Raven just fired out. Going to be used to wave clear with the help of that Siphon Darkness. Ninja Demi missing the teleport. We totally did not acknowledge that on stream. Nevertheless, back over to the Shaggy Shank in the left lane, looking to delay the back from Arrow potentially. Arrow saying, like, hey, maybe I want to bait you out, find that Earthbreaker driving strike back onto the tower, perhaps. I have this giant baseball sitting in my pocket that's actually currently on cooldown that I would throw at you if it wasn't. Things like that. Gang coming out over in the right lane. Solana is spot trouble. Might have time to get up, but no. The Moonlight Charge will knock her up in the air long enough for the kill to get secured there by Snakeskin. Looking back over the mid lane. Sun Touch possibly looking for a pick here onto Wolfie. Sikkim not going to be used. Dropping out of war. Gonna use the Sentinel over the wall. There's a Ninja Demi here now as well. So there's a second. There's the Crush coming out. Good damage. There's an Oelix. I'm a monster. Gonna land before the Anvil Dawn is channeled to completion. That's going to kill a Sun Touch. Using that second charge onto the Gold Fury as well. down to half health. There's a driving strike onto Suntouch. Looking for the damage of Gold Fury down below the threshold. Table as will secure that one out. That was a lot of Gold Fury noises. Spectator bugs, sometimes they're amusing. Other times, they're things like Athena making a summoning circle in her attack speed buffs and channeling some demon that I then disperse as I restart the replay. Suntouch picking up a kill there on the left-hand side onto Arrow, though. You know, right lane, Snakeskin is making good work onto the tower. Solana, you know, roaming over, being forced out of lane for a little bit, roaming around the map. Buying some time for Snakeskin to look for that. Once that is down, he's going to be looking to roam around the map even more frequently than he is now. So about 8 minutes, 30 seconds in, guys. Potato Boy is currently up 2 kills. They have about a 2,000 gold lead in their favor as well. Regurgitate forced out. Nightcrawler immediately using response. And Little Dawn getting channeled up. Snakeskin might be in a spot of trouble here potentially. There he comes. Not going to find a stun that one. Tectonic Rift is available just in a second. On the back of that, Berserker Barrage. Going to use that takedown over the wall, though. Get himself out safely. Not going to find the double tap for damage. Reinforcements rotating over. That's going to trigger the retreat here by Just Say Something. They went for the kill. No, Tower will hang on with just a hair left on its health bar. I kind of feel like every time I look at this dual lane, Freya's not here. I mean, right now, Shaggy Shank is up a little bit. Freya has the assist, but looking at the gold numbers, Freya has just been pushed out of lane so frequently. She's 900 gold behind right now. In the dual lane, that is pretty rough. Solana on the right-hand side, getting picked up here by Snakeskin. 3-man rotation, paying off Red Food, taking up the tower, looking to get this kill on it. Will find it. Getting a little low, but reinforcements are still here. Wolfie rotating around, finding Nightfall Raven. There's the Night Terror is coming out as well. Suntouch might fall here. I'm a monster coming out. The Night Terror tick. Gonna apply one more tick of damage for the kill. Wolfie getting low. Fist the Hand of the Gods uses the wave play a little bit. Red Food, Berserker Barrage will find that kill. Snakes in the back, answers onto Wolfie. But Wolfie gets the kill there with the help of that minion. Valiant Brute minion number 34 right there, guys. Hero of that team fight. That didn't feel like a very Asian casting team fight, guys. It will happen. It was a full 5-on-5 fight later on in this match. Some sort of yelling things, if I remember. I remember for Goldfish, I might forget. Fire Giant, though, 10-minute mark has just spawned. It's on the map. Just Say Something. Most of their team lineup currently holds the record for fastest Fire Giants in the game, and that record time point just passed. It was like 10 minutes, 9 seconds, thereabout. So a Fire Giant, not going to be breaking a record. That said, with the entire Potato Boys lineup for the most part, respawned, probably not the wisest decision in the world. There are a lot of wards on that side of the map, though, all said and done. There's a sentry ward by the mid Harpies, and 3 rather closely placed wards. They want to keep tabs on all those rotations. And, you know, look for picks potentially as well, because why not? This dual lane matchup, though, the gold lead is still in favor of Shaggy Shank. We just talked about this 2 minutes ago, not a lot of time to turn that back around. Hasten's Fatalis was completed, though, on that last back. Devourer's Gauntlets on Rom are almost fully stacked. So for the time being, Rom definitely has the advantage of that 30 physical protection on the back of that Curse Blade. Not really going to help a ton, all said and done. Especially once those Warrior Tab Eyes are built up, that protection is just going to be shredded through with that physical penetration on the Warrior Tab Eye. So, you know, I believe it was Yemen a couple games ago. We saw him never really finish off that Witchblade. It may prove disadvantageous if he does that again this game. Shaggy Shank running for his life right here. Tectonic Rift will connect, but not going to be following up any further than that. Right side damage buff going over the way of Scylla. Redfu riding Suku over to the left-hand side of this jungle, looking to find what he can here, but all the camps are pretty much dead. Gold Fury is not up. Might potentially join up this team fight here in this left-hand lane. Wrath of Terror will come down. There's the Gravity Surge coming in. Arrow might be dead. Yes, Shaggy Shank will be picking up that particular kill. In the backside, Ninja Demi low. I'm a monster coming out from Suntouch, looking for Wolfie in the back, taking a couple hits from those Astral Barrages. Spot on, but, you know, that far away, the damage falls off. It doesn't really work like that. They just didn't do a lot. Looking for more here. Snakeskin looking to steal away this damage buff. Yemen trying to contest. Banish up in the air, but Snakeskin will have Om-Nom-Nom them to death. There's the Nature's Grasp pull. Yemen in a spot of trouble. Going to be up in the Valkyrie Discussion, buying himself some time. Wolfie trying to zone out as well. Yemen will survive this particular engagement. Solana's in the mid lane. They might... Yeah, they potentially look to dive this out, but no, Wolfie is still zoning out that particular path to the jungle. Suntouch with the combo on Solana for a lot of damage right there. There's the knock-up. But Gravity Surge, unfortunately, on cooldown. My biggest gripe about that ability is on Assault. There's those little corner walls on the inside of the turns that look like you can shoot and stuff over them. You pop that Gravity Surge, it looks like you can hit it, and you can't because there's a line of sight issue with a wall that's like 2 inches high. Sorry, 2 centimeters for you European guys. And Little Dawn coming in the mid lane. This could be the fight. There we go, all Asian. There's the Anvil of Dawn coming in the Anvil, and it's crash, boulder! and stuff, and we're going to stop doing that because that was probably way too loud. Ninja Demi taking a bit of shots from the tower right there. Made it out alive, no kill coming out of that fight right there, and I'm curious how the chat is going to react to this. I'm keeping an eye on the side of it because I just kind of came out of nowhere at that one. Wasn't exactly the best Asian fight in the world. My Asian casting impression, not the best either. I've seen many, many other better Asian caster impressions in the world. And headphone users, I do apologize. I leaned back, I pushed the microphone forward, but that still may have been too loud. I don't know. I did not check volume levels for this. Nevertheless, as the game continues, and now they, yep, that apparently just came up on the thing. Yep. Left side Harpies going over the way of Potato Boys, guys, and right side Harpies a little bit more delayed. Can't pick those up quite yet. We'll see who gets those a little bit in the future, about 45 seconds out. Potato Boys right now up 3 kills, about 4,000 gold. Taking a look over the experience as well, about 5,000, almost 6,000 in their favor because rounding up is easier than saying more numbers. Vanish onto Red from the left side. Then might look for this fight. Arrow took a lot of damage from that crush off of Scylla. They're starting up his Gold Fury. It's almost down to that threshold as well. Will go the way of Potato Boy. Second one of the game for them. As for Barrage, not going to find the kill onto Arrow. Snake's going to pick that one up. Wolfie getting low. There's the Wrath of Terror coming out. Ninja Demi finding a kill into Sun Touch in the backside. Wolfie, though, picked up by Emilzy right there with the Wrath of Terror. Grasp not quite going to connect. 2v4 going forward here potentially. They are looking to escape. Will they be able to? Thor, Ninja Demi on the right-hand side, running for his life right now. Sun Touch, or excuse me, Shaggy Shank is looking for that particular one in the middle of this fight, though. Still 2v3 in his left-hand side. Red is getting low. Solana, though, Venomous Bite on cooldown, finally up into that Nightcrawler. Venomous Bite, how long on cooldown if I can manage to click her, driving back in, looking for a kill. Snakeskin finds that particular kill. Yemen finally up into Valk Discretion, finds that kill onto Redfu. Nature's Grass not going to connect right here as they continue. Snakeskin going to find, I believe, a triple kill in the back of that fight. Yeah, I apologize if that was too loud, guys, but yeah, I said I'd do it, so I did it the first real opportunity that presented itself. It's more exciting with a co-caster also screaming ability names. One guy doing it just sounds kind of sad and pathetic, to be honest. It's all about having the synergy when you have 2 Korean casters, 2 Asian casters even for that matter, just screaming. They arrive at this, they balance themselves out, arrive in a perfect screaming ability name harmony, and it's just beautiful to listen to. It's so exciting and stuff. You need a co-caster for it to really work. So, all said and done, Sun Touch going up mid lane for this wall, looking down at these items because minion farming not exactly the most exciting thing in the world to cast. Book of Thoth completed on Nox, looking for that big burst of damage, but 80% effectiveness out of that item just for picking it up and putting it in inventory. Only 22 additional magical power from those stacks once they're fully built up. It's not like a Warlock Sash or Devourer's Gauntlet where the item effectiveness essentially doubles when you build those stacks up. Tectonic Rift on Meals. I'm going to take a double tap. At this point, he has that Sovereignty finished up already. Not going to take a whole lot from that. Book of Thoth also on Scylla. She has her next item already started up. Did she rush boots earlier? I'm not entirely sure. She might have sold something to pick up those boots a little bit earlier. Not entirely sure. Wasn't paying enough attention. Shield and Teleport picked up on both Soul Lanes. They want to be able to join up these fights as soon as they possibly can. And, we'll see what these guys look to do going forward. I mean, they're playing it fairly slow so far. We're 16 minutes exactly into the game now, all said and done. Witchblade's built up on both Soul Lanes because neither one of them wants to deal with each other. So, well, why not just essentially decrease the damage your opponent is doing rather than doing more damage yourself? You have that protection, you have that aura of physical power reduction, you have that physical, the attack speed slow component. Works out pretty nicely. Left side Harpies will go the way of just say something. Left side, if I said right side, directions are hard, everything is hard today. All the maths and science and learning school things. The fight breaking out, here we go. Ninja Demi in the back, doing some shoulder to escape. Red Tower comes out, Boulder was there, thrown there I believe. But Emilzy finds the kill onto Arrow. Red Tower running for his life, Monster will not connect. Sun Touch finds the kill onto Yemen though. Emilzy not going to get hit by the second one. Ninja Demi going up the Anvil, don't could find this kill to Emilzy in the backside of this fight. Solana in the Anvil, or in the Nightcrawler. Blink used by Emilzy here trying to escape. We'll see what ends up happening. Not going to find a Tectonic Rift. There's the recall, not going to chase it too much. Solana gets picked up by Shaggy Shank on the tail end of this fight as well. Overall, going to be a 1-for-4 going the way of Potato Boys right now. Gold Fury is not on the table, though. They gonna look for some towers. Makes a bit of sense. I was confused slightly with the positioning. It's like, they're standing outside the tower. Why are they not attacking the tower? Oh, that must be their tower. It's not their tower. They're going to kill the tower now that minions have arrived. Jimmy looking for the quick kill onto Emils. He might find it, but can he get back out alive? That's when the Cushion Beads was used. There's a teleport coming back out. They'll leap forward, take down, not going to get in range. Beads used effectively by Shaggy Shank right there. Gonna find that kill on Ninja Demi, answering one back. Oh, the tower going for the double. Ninja Demi actually making the plays right there. Tower outgrown your AD carry. Not the ideal situation. Emilzy didn't really have the, or Emilzy might have been tanking the tower initially, but nevertheless, what looked to have been a 1-for-1 trade that might not have been the best thing in the world turned into a 2-for-1 and saving potentially the middle tower. So props and kudos right there to Ninja Demi on the back of that one. I was on the back. I was just about to say that, that probably wasn't worth it, but credit where credit's due. That paid off in the end of the day. Snakeskin left side looking for the mana buff steal, not going to find it. He loves eating those buff cams, but not to be today. He might find his kill on the Yemen. The Regurgitate is out to slow, just out of range. Takedown of double take down. I have no idea what just happened. Snakeskin bouncing all over the place. There's the Earthbreaker pulling him back into this mess. Red Fru's here as well. Feathers stepping over minions. I'm not entirely sure if Red Fru's aware there's a fight going on 5 feet away from her at the moment. She's going to be looking to run away. She does have Summon Suku to give her extra movement speed as well as a leap in just a second. Going to dodge that particular driving strike combo. Driving strike combo, just a driving strike. I was call it a combo. Even though it's not a combo. There's that Summon Suku coming out using that jump as well to get herself some distance. I didn't really talk about Weedix's abilities too much. Oh, actually, Wrath Terror coming out. Not going to have the chance to right now. Second, not going to connect. There's the Earthbreaker onto Emilzy. Wolfie in the back. This Night Terrors, I believe, did just whip. No, it is on Red Fu. Red Fu's going to fall here in just a second, regardless of what happens on that final take. The stun. Ninja Jimmy saying, no, sir, I want that particular kill. There's the stun. There's Aegis used, but Solana, come down off that web. Gonna go ahead and pick that kill up. Emilzy in the backside of this fight, still alive, but might not be long for this world. Yemen is looking for this with that Haste Fatalis, unless, Emilzy makes like the best juke ever seen in competitive play, or just drops a Verdant Growth on her head and keeps it ranged. I was gonna say, while not in Pulse, gonna buy herself some time, but Nature's Grasp unfortunately doesn't do a whole lot to minions. Just Say Something, turning those couple kills into a Gold Fury as well. Once again, guys, we have a game right here. Just Say Something turning an early game deficit back, getting closer and closer towards even on the back of that turnaround. We'll see if they can do it again. One play by Ninja Demi turned into 2 kills, tower defense, and a couple more kills due to his valiant sacrifice. So if they can keep these little plays up, they could look to turn this game back around. We'll see who wins. Just Say Something with Potato Boys, guys. We're 19 minutes, 45 seconds into Game 3 of the finals here for the EGL Smite Conquest Amateur Cup. And it's a good game so far. That's all I can say about that. Flipping down, looking at the items so far. I keep saying so far. So far, I have said so far many more times than I probably should have said so far. Words of wisdom right there, guys. Looking down at the items of Shift to Shield built up in Thor, he's realizing he might need a little bit of protection. It's the single most powerful non-stacking physical item in the game. When you have that Shift to Shield component on the aggressive point, it's 60 physical power on that item. Runeforged Hammer just picked up on Arachne, going a more defensive route, kind of interesting there. We'll see how that works out. Kin Size, though, is completed on Bakasura with that extra AoE cone component to the Regurgitate. Can't be looking to just completely ruin somebody's day if he gets in range, And on top of that, it has that slow as well. It's, Gold Fury. Potato Boys trying to sneak out. They might suspect it, but they have no vision of this occurring right now. Arrows on the way. He just caught vision of that lava, and immediately the rest of the team is on the way, but the Gold Fire Giant has been snuck out, Gold Fury. The buff thing camp. Shaggy Shank gets caught by the Anvil of Dawn, but not to follow up on it. Ninja Demi, you just got exploded. Fight continues in the back on Yemen. Does get picked up by Snakeskin right here. They're looking to kill anybody they can find. I'm a monster coming across the wall as well. It's 2-0 so far. Potato Boys winning this fight. There's a double kill going away. Snakeskin, Suntouch finding a double for himself as well. Wolfie, the only one left alive, does finally throw that Night Terrors into the middle of this fight, but gets pulled back in. Beautiful Nature's Grasp coming out of Emilzy. That's going to be the full-on deicide. 30 seconds on the respawn time. There's a lot of towers on the map still, guys. They might not be able to close this out in time. 20 seconds left. They still have to go through that Phoenix. They have minions in the way as well. They're going to have to tank it up. Arrow and Ninja Demi and Yemen are going to be up here in just 10 seconds. If they go for this, this could be close. They're going to throw out the surrender vote. Assuming the damage was there, not going to try and mount that defense. Just say something. Going to throw in the towel. Almost 22 minutes of the game on the back of that lost Gold Fury. Potato Boys just sneaking that one in. They caught it out, no vision on it. Snuck that in on the back of that teamfight victory on the tail under the Fire Giant. Going to be getting the victory in the ace match of this game. GG, well played to both teams. A great game to round out the finals. Game 2 was a great one as well. Game 1, not quite as great a game, but a good game nevertheless. Guys, It has been a long night, so I'm going to cut the post-game analysis a little bit short. Kin size across the board, though, for Potato Boys. 3 of them. Bakasura, Rom, and a Wheelix. Just any health potentially built up on the side of Just Say Something would not really have done a whole lot overall. All said and done, though, guys. I mean, let's just take a look at the damage numbers as well. I was going to say, Sylvanas only healed 11 health. No, 4,900 health. Did they have anti-healing on Just Say Something? No, not quite yet. Maybe they would have eventually. Maybe Wolf, no, maybe not. Maybe that Weakening Curse, who knows. All said and done, guys. I'm exhausted. Casting for like 5.5 hours right now. I'd hope they weren't ghosting, to be honest. They didn't have Chronos. You can't ghost without Chronos on your team, guys. It's a 3-minute or so delay. It would be epic and crazy and stuff like that, potentially. I mean, we're even further behind that because technically we got into game later than that. And Kins might be getting nerfed, guys, but to be perfectly honest, if you didn't see that Smite, the Smite dev talk earlier today, there's some crazy new items coming out. So because Kin size is getting nerfed, you might not have to worry about Kin size quite so much, but there's some other fairly scary looking items, and I only actually got a chance to look at like 1 or 2 that I saw pop up on the Twitter feed. So there's some pretty potentially new, interesting stuff. Season 2 is going to be a whole new Smite, guys. Keep your, keep an eyes up. If you're watching this, you're probably going to be playing Smite in the next few coming weeks as well. All that said and done, guys, I have been solo casting for 5.5 hours now. My voice is like begging me to stop talking. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. I ran out of water during that game, which was kind of unfortunate. I didn't plan properly for the ace match. GG, well played to both teams. Potato Boys going home first place today. 800 gems per team. Just Say Something. We'll be walking away 400 per team. And I'd like to tell you who won 3rd place, but apparently it's not actually shown on the brackets. Nevertheless, some team, I in theory, won game 3 here. I'm trying to find it. Some team walked away 200 gems per player for winning a 3rd place match. GG, well played to all teams. Thank you guys very much for sticking around and watching today. We're going to be back here on Monday with the 4v4 Siege Tournament, Tuesday for the 5v5 Open Conquest, Thursday for the 3v3 Joust Cup, and Friday once again with the Smite Conquest Amateur Cup. I keep having to look at that. I keep wanting to put Amateur before the Conquest. It's just a thing. So those are our upcoming tournaments, guys, and I think the bot is currently dead, so can't actually link those. I'll throw sign up links in a second when I can. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/TheZiden, THE because some other guy took that up like 10 years ago and never used the thing once, so I don't have my actual proper tag. I need to get picked up by someone so I can actually add like company name Ziden. It'll be like nice and pretty and stuff like that. All said and done, guys, thank you viewers very much for coming out and watching today. I enjoyed casting some great games today. Thank you very much for the players coming out and playing. Thank you to the backroom staff. Dan, I know how much you love, or is ever at Dan, whoever the hell he is in the back room, loves doing that stuff. It's like, game 3. Oh, this is game 3. I totally didn't spectate that. Hope that's not a problem. Admins, guys, great stuff. Apologize again for the little overlay production issues. 1 or 2 little bugs creeped up. Still working on that. It's a newer system. I'll be using it for about 2 weeks. We're working on the bugs. We'll have all those ironed out in the near future. Guys, we'll be back here Monday, 1800 GMT time for the tournament. Maybe a little beforehand if I get home from work early enough. Maybe some pre-game shenanigans beforehand. Play some Conquest, Siege matches, rather, with some viewers or players or stuff like that. Nevertheless, guys, thank you again for watching. For the EGL, I'm Ziden. Have a great night.